All right, class is in session. Continuing with the atomic attraction. A little bit behind. Was playing in the Texas Firefighter Games 2026 in Austin. It was really hot these last couple of days, so got a little behind. But getting back into action. Let's do this. Getting more attractive. So we're on chapter 36. Almost done with the book. So chapter 36 is stay light and relaxed. Never underestimate the importance of having fun. Randy Pausch. Whether you are in the early stages of a relationship or a 10-year marriage, it is crucial to keep your relationships light and fun. Women love light and fun. They hate serious. They don't want to hear your logic and statistics. Don't believe those, dating apps where profiles where they say, I like deep conversations. They're trying to suss out the beta males. Beta males will believe that stuff. Or they're bored. They want to keep your attention. They want you to talk to them for hours about nothing. That's what deep conversation means. Talk to me for hours about nothing and give me attention. Because Pookie and Ray Ray can come spend 30 minutes with their banger and get the hell out of there. But she needs you to spend hours talking about deep conversations. All right. If you want to maintain attraction, most men enter relationships with the end goal already in sight. Final destination, marriage and kids. Using all their powers of deductive reasoning, men often assume to get to the point A to point B, they must focus on the relationship and make the woman fall in love with them. Yep, but you don't need to make the woman fall in love with you. You just have fun, and that's have a good time. And that everybody, we all like good times. We all like having fun. So do women. If you're focusing on, what do I need to do to strengthen the relationship? No, just have fun. The moment you become too serious and relationship focused is the moment you kill attraction. Facts. Case study 25. Why so serious? Marty, Ryan, and Helen. So Helen's got a little rotation going here with Marty and Ryan. Marty's the good-looking guy, attractive guy. Ryan, they said, was average at best. And Helen goes out with Marty, and he was so hot and handsome. But what he did wrong was he was talking about like his family problems, and his parents didn't let him go to film school. They made him pursue a science degree or some kind of crap like that. And Helen was getting all empathetic, and she went through some of the same family problems. And, they talked hours about their deep psychological traumas, and after a while, Helen was like, "He's hot, but damn, it's too serious." Like she was like overburdened. But Ryan, he was just light and funny and just like chilling and, didn't care about tomorrow. He was just focused on having fun today. And she really liked that. He wasn't as handsome, but in the end, she went ahead and went with Ryan. So again, that case study is supposed to show you that women like playful. Mindfulness is the ability to focus on the present without worrying about the past or future. Facts. Anxious people, guys that have a lot of anxiety are focusing on the past and the future too much. Just be today. A study published in the Journal of Personality and Individual Differences discovered that mindful men were more attractive. In the study, participants were asked to fill out a mindfulness questionnaire and rate themselves on statements like, "I perceive my emotions," and "I perceive my feelings and emotions without having to react to them." Facts. That's emotional control right there. That's the definition of emotional control. I know what my emotions are telling me, but I don't have to act on these emotions. I'm angry, but I don't have to get angry, right? Or I feel angry, but I don't have to act angry, So that shows emotional control. And if there's one thing women hate more than anything, that's a man that lacks emotional control. They hate that. Anyway, men who are aware of their emotions but did not allow their emotions to overwhelm them were labeled more mindful. It was also demonstrated that more mindful men had a greater ability to focus on the present. Mindful personality traits are attractive to women. Men who are more mindful also rank higher on traits like mental strength and confidence. Of course, if you're able to focus on the present and not get all anxious and worried and depressed about the past or the future, obviously you're going to be more confident, more mentally focused. And I am telling you, women will try to get you maybe as an S test, an SHIT test, to piss you off. And the man who doesn't get pissed off, that's the one she's going to be attracted to. Women hate men that act emotional. I mean, they'll just, they could have liked you a ton, and then, the minute you act emotional, they're done. They hate that. A recent study published by researchers at California State University at Long Beach noted how having a sense of humor and the ability to have fun and have a playful attitude is one of the most attractive qualities a human can have, or a man can have, I'm sorry. A further study conducted at Stanford University School of Medicine observed that women found being in the presence of men who could make them laugh were more attractive. The study found that a woman's biological reward circuitry is wired to respond more positively to humor. Okay, men are more likely to respond to inspiring positive messages. In the Stanford University experiment, the male and female participants were asked to view funny video clips showing people falling over and animals performing funny tricks. The same participants were then asked to watch positive videos that consisted of dancers and snowboarders. When viewing the funny videos, women showed greater activity in the midbrain and amygdala regions than the men did, viewing the same funny videos. This explains why humor is so attractive to women. Research continues to show that women are attracted to men that are humorous and can make them laugh. Humor is a significant marker of intelligence. That's one of the big things, is it shows your intelligence. Because you can take situations and kind of dissect them and then make it funny. That's why. One study published in Psychological Reports, had 3 men sit at a bar near other female participants. In the first experiment, 2 men listened while another man told a joke. The man who told the joke was then instructed to approach a woman sitting close by and ask for her number. In the second experiment, 2 men listened as another man told a joke, only this time one of the men who was listening, not the joke teller, to approach a woman sitting nearby and ask for her number. At the end of the experiment, the researchers found that the man who told the joke and displayed obvious signs of humor was 3 times more likely to get a woman's number than the man just listening to the joke. The researchers then asked the women to rate the men on their overall level of attractiveness. And the researchers showed that the man who told the joke before approaching the women was rated much more attractive and intelligent than the man who just listened to the joke. The researchers of the study believe this is important because it displays how important it is for men to show humor when interacting with a woman, and in the role of humor in the women's attraction to men. Humor also sends the signal that a man has social dexterity. Yes, he knows how he can read a room. Correct. And a mindful disposition. This is why it is so important to stay light and playful in relationships with women. Yes. One small caveat, though, is that do not just be Mr. Jokester. Try to be key. You gotta be serious at some times, but if you're working too hard to be funny or everything's funny, if she acts rude and you try to be funny about it, there's just certain times that, but being humorous is always helpful with women. But that is chapter 36. I'll try to do another couple chapters today and tomorrow and get caught up. But there you go. There's your step-by-step way of becoming attractive. We'll see you on the next one.